Today we are going to see how to effectively choose the laminates or the external finishes of your furniture. Now this is the most demanded video of our viewers and the clients, so here is it. This video is also going to help the upcoming and learning interior designers to effectively do the selection part of the furnitures. Hi, my name is Praveen Daswa and I am the head of design at Intrior, and I will really like to help you in this problem. Let's first see why this problem arises and what is the solution to it. Whenever you go for a laminate selection, it is very difficult to choose or pinpoint on a specific laminate that this laminate we are choosing for our this and this room. But when you go for laminate selection, actually when you see so much variety, you get overwhelmed. And this is a problem when you don't have a good time to wait for a 3D to complete and then do a laminate selection. So here comes an effective solution and effective plan to do your laminate selection. Just take a note that whenever I say laminate selection, you can assume all other finishes of furnitures as well, like veneer, acrylic, glass, duco, paint or whatever. I'm just taking an example of laminate. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. The first factor is start with a reference. Yes, this is the most important point when you go for a selection, or before you go for a selection, do some homework before you go. You should have a good reference image or a video for all of your places to have a good selection. Today, we have so many resources on the internet like Google Images, Pinterest, Behance, so many options we have. Also take a good care that you don't get lost while doing all this surfing over the internet and collecting the references. And now you must be wondering that how we should go about it, or how should we start doing all this selection. So I'll just have a quick walkthrough on this. Before starting, just have a good website in front of you like Pinterest, Behance or Google Images at last. This will provide you good options to play with. To do this process effectively, you will need to see all these images room wise, like the living room, the kitchen, then the bedroom, then the master bedroom or maybe the other bedrooms. Here you will need to notice two main things. While surfing the images or individual images for an individual room, you can see that images from two perspectives. First, as the whole concept of the interior, and second, just the finishes of the furniture. Both the things are equally important. You should be at least collecting 5 images of one room so that you will be in a better position to judge and shortlist from them. Now it is time for further classification of these images. Out of those 5 images of each room, just pick 1 or 2 images that you like the most and then proceed further. 2 images just in case if you don't find relevant laminates in the future selection period. While finalizing those 1 and 2 images, you can just have a broad look on all the 5 images and just see which thing you are liking the most. Look at the colors, whether the combination is between texture or plain laminates, or it is plain to plain laminate. Whatever it is, just be sure what you are selecting. And last in this section would be don't miss out anything. Sometimes small areas get missed out from the overall perspective, like the safety door, the toilet areas and other such areas like balconies, etc. Also take care that if you are buying an existing flat or from a developer, there will be some laminates existing on the doors itself, like the main door, the bedroom doors. And if you don't want to change them in future or in your home interiors concept, then just be sure that you have a photo of it or have the actual laminate in place to match it with other laminates. Now after all your research and brainstorming on a reference image, next section would be get onto the selection part. This is the moment of truth. You now don't want to waste any more time in researching and just focus on the selection part. Just stop overthinking about the same. In the selection phase, there are 2 options that you can get. First, you can go into a showroom where you can see variety of laminates and they will be in a panel form in big samples. And the second option would be to select from catalogs of laminates. In catalogs, you will find more variety than the panels, but these both can be combined in a showroom. Before actually jumping into the selection, there are some points you need to take care of. Just mind that if you are on a tight budget, or if you are taking the home interiors from an interior designer or a contractor, they must have specified the laminate range in your estimate. So please be respectful to that, or if you are flexible enough, you can surf all of the catalogs. Also be prepared to invest more time in this because it is a lengthy process, and if you make haste, then maybe some selections will be getting pending. Another important point before jumping into the selection would be that don't do the selection in PDFs or photos unless you don't have any other option, because there will be a color difference between the photos and the actual laminates. Now hope that you have the checklist ready from the first part, and let's jump into the selection phase. Now if you are in a showroom or you are in the front of all the catalogs, there is one way to go about it, that to get more comfortable, you just can browse all the catalogs or all the panels first of all, and then have a look at them room by room, just to get more comfortable. While doing the selection and going through all the laminates, just make sure that if it is a textured laminate, like if it has figures or something, for example wooden laminates, stone laminates, or any other antique finish laminates, you need to see their full texture or full printing. For that, if you are in a showroom, they will show you full samples or full panels of the sheet, and if you are selecting from a catalog, many branded catalogs have full display of their textures on their website, so you can take the assistance of the interior designer if you have one. If you have plain colors in your kitty or in the reference images, just make sure that plain colors are mostly available in catalog format only, because there are a variety of plain colors and not all are displayed in the panel format. So just take care that you select the appropriate color, and if you have interior designer, you can take his or her assistance. Also notice their touch and feel of the laminate, because they are available in variety of finishes like glossy, matte, super matte, textured, and they should be maintainable also if you want them. Additionally, if you have more time to invest and you have the collections of other materials ready, do that too, like the upholstery, the cushion fabric, the curtains, the paint colors and all. This was the selection part. Now the next part would be even more important. The next section is save the selection. Yes, you will want to save your selection after going through this nerve-biting session. Jot down all the laminate selections that you have done and don't make options of it. Just mention only the selected laminates. This will help in future reordering of materials, and when you require it in future for some kind of repairing work, when you need them, it will be available. Just write and organize them room wise and their code wise, so that it will be easier for the vendor to see the laminate or search the laminate in the future as well. Getting the laminate selection done with this full process will be easier for you, but you will need to be more patient while the whole work is executed. The laminate pasting time is a lengthier process. While it is getting pasted, while other works are not finished just yet, like the painting or the furnishing or the lighting, don't judge or think upon your selection twice, because it is not complete yet. You will get the wholesome idea only when the whole room is complete and it will look really beautiful. At Intrior, we have specially curated a design process to save time, and it also has this process in mind. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you want Intrior to do your next home interior project, please reach us out in the description. If you have any doubts related to this video, then leave a comment in the bottom. We will be happy to answer it. And before leaving, don't forget to watch these videos and subscribe us.